Welcome, race fans, back to a beautiful Sunday night here in this beautiful big old blue world here. We are back here with Slide Jobs, the Xfinity season of Season 7, round number 10 here. The Daytona Road Course here. They was at Daytona, the super speedway last week. They decided to stay here one more week. We're going to be doing some left and right turns here tonight for the Lifeline RP 135, of course, presented by MaxSpeedTV, and myself, Joshua Medlock. Jonathan Canfield up here in the booth with me tonight. Jonathan, we've seen a lot of action last week at the super speedway. I don't think we're going to see that action tonight, but we could see some action.
I think what I'm going to expect tonight, especially because I know some of these drivers, Josh, and I hang out with them, and a lot of them, the ones I hang out with, they stream, so I've seen some of the practice sessions. It's going to be who's going to keep the car on the track tonight, because these drivers are used to going left. Some of them aren't used to going left and right. So it's going to be, can you keep it on track? Are you going to hit the braking zones? I'm fairly interested to see how that little, I call it a bus stop, but it's like a chicane on the back straightaway. See how that goes tonight. I've seen quite a few guys already this week just in practice overcook that turn already.
Well, yeah, and that chicane is going to be probably one of the biggest, and I think the start of the race is going to really set the stage for how the rest of the race is going to go. Can they make it into turn number 1 cleanly and not stack up the whole field at one time? That's going to be a big thing, too, because they are going to be side by side going into turn number 1. Going to have to watch the start of the race. Now, I've already got the pre-race analytics pulled up here. We got a wind out there, even anywhere between 11 and 13 miles an hour. Got an air temp of 79, a track temp of 82. Now, they're only going to be pulling 38 laps. Yeah, only 38 laps. That is still 135 and a half, or 135.28 miles. This road course is huge. I think it's a little over 2 miles or something like that. It is big. So 38 laps, probably take about 45 minutes to an hour. There are no cautions on a road course, only local enforced. So they're going to be, once the green flag drops, that is going to be going all the way up to the checkered. Now, they still run the sets of tires, a total of 4 sets, 3 behind the wall here tonight. Looking at fuel somewhere in the ballpark of about 16 to 18 laps, roughly. Don't know the exact number. 2, maybe 3 pit stops. I don't think it's going to be quite 3, but it's definitely probably going to be at least 2. A pit road here, same 55 miles an hour. No pacing here tonight other than the start of the race. But pacing is 60 miles an hour. I don't know really what to expect out here at the road course race of a Daytona. But I think it's going to cause a big shakeup in the points.
I absolutely agree. I think it's going to allow some of our road course veterans to show their hand and see who really has that handle on the car. Guys I know of in particular, I think Cameron talked about it. He was pretty good at these road courses last week. I'm failing to remember who else was in the top 3 that said they were pretty good. But there's a guy like some of those guys we see running in the back. I know Ryan Hoover in particular, he's a road course guy, but the difference is talking with him this week, he has not ran a road course in these stock cars. And I can tell you from experience that a road car and a stock car handle very, very differently on a road course. But having the knowledge of road experience helps with transferring into a stock car.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. The stock cars, they're not made for road course at all. But it is a change from just turning left all the time. At a road course, you've got to use your brakes.
Absolutely, and you and I have talked about it plenty of times, Josh, where we see these cars get loose just on an oval from braking too heavy.
Yep.
Let alone coming to a road course in these cars that are already set up pretty loose, and then let's say you got a brake from, looking at Cameron Hearn right now, he's at 180, and he's going to drop it all the way down to like probably below 100 here. Braking like that is crucial. And if you just hit it too hard, it's very easy to get that car upset and have it going sideways.
Yeah, he went down to 84 miles an hour going through that one chicane there. So, you know, 180 down to 80. I mean, that is a drop.
Yeah, you're talking 100-mile-an-hour drop in a car that does not like braking too much.
Oh, the 11 popping that alligator, what we call them here. Now, we're going to get to the point standings here coming up. I do want to make note, big shout out, of course, to Anthony Marshall for sponsoring for getting a sponsor. I think he is part of that here tonight. So a big shout out to Anthony Marshall for coming on board, sponsoring the race here this evening. I do got his car right here. We'll go ahead and get down on here real quick. The Lifeline RPE, which is the Lifeline role play here. You can see it on that number 36 here tonight. So a big shout out to Lifeline, a big shout out to Anthony Marshall, and also, staying with Anthony Marshall here, today's his birthday. So happy birthday to Anthony Marshall here. Maybe he can get a win, top 3 finish here tonight for his birthday.
Definitely happy birthday to him, and I think there's a chance for anybody here. I think this is another one where we would call it a wild card to see where guys could possibly get a good finish without even like guys that run in the back on a normal track could possibly come up and surprise us and get a top 3 here.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, well, we've got 15 drivers that have entered the facility here tonight. So thank everybody out here for coming on out here to race. William just posted in chat there is a comp caution on lap 20. So I believe that is going to be the only actual caution we have here. There is going to be a competition caution on lap 20, I guess, to set everything up, get ready for the final stint of the race. That came directly from William Martin in chat here. So thank you for that, William. But we're going to go ahead and step away and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. We'll take a look at the point standings here coming up during qualifying. Hang tight, folks. We will be right back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave o'er the land under the frame, and the home of the brave.
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxSpeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, we're back live here. Qualifying is underway here tonight. And no times as of yet. It takes almost 2 minutes to get around this track, so times will be starting to roll in here pretty quickly, probably within the next couple of minutes. But we're going to go ahead and get down to the point standings coming into round number 10 here tonight. Cameron Hearn up at the top spot at 395, ahead of William Martin there in second at 313, 82 points behind Cameron. We got a tie here for third between Corey Cook and Frank DiMaggio at 312, 83 points behind the leader of Cameron. These two are only separated behind William by 1 point, so very close between them two. Frank DiMaggio. Okay, almost lost my mind there. All right, here we go. Christopher Bassinger in fifth, 304, 91 behind Cameron, 8 behind Frank and Corey. Kyle Knapp Sr. in sixth at 269, 126 points behind the leader, 35 behind Christopher. Anthony D. Marshall, who of course is the sponsor and birthday boy today, currently running in seventh in the point standings at 252, 143 behind the leader and 17 behind Kyle. Davey Hendricks in eighth at 249, 146 behind the leader and 3 behind Anthony. Robert Lukens in ninth at 243, 152 points behind the leader and 6 behind Davey. And Casey Hatch is going to round out the top 10 of the point standings at 242, 153 points behind the leader and only 1 point behind Robert. Jonathan?
And then sitting 1 point behind Casey is Justin Gannon at 11th spot in a tie with Nick Hunt at 241, 154 points, both of them behind the leader. Joshua O'Connor taking up that 13th spot. He'll be at 233, 162 behind the leader, 8 points behind that tie of Justin Gannon and Nick Hunt. Bryson Clark is in 14th at 224, 171 behind the leader, 9 points behind 13th place. 15th, we've got Paul Turner at 221. He's 174 behind the leader and only 3 points behind Bryson Clark in that 14th spot. Tommy Haynes comes in 16th, 192 points, 203 back of the leader, 29 points back of Paul Turner. Matthew Weeks comes in 17th, 182 points, 213 behind the leader, 10 points behind Tommy Haynes. John T. Wimbish is at 178. He is 217 behind the leader, 4 points behind Matthew Weeks. In that 19th spot, we've got Steve Harris at 177 points, 218 behind the leader, 1 point behind John T. Wimbish, in a tie with Dale Adamson, also at 176, also 1 point behind John T. Wimbish. Actually, we've got a 3-way tie right there for 19th, now that I'm seeing that. We've got Steve Harris, Dale Adamson, and Benjamin Lacey.
Hey, I must have messed up on that because I've got Steve Harris at 177, so that must be...
Okay, yeah, that's my mistake. I misread it. Steve does occupy 19th. Dale is tied with Ben Lacey.
All right, yeah, there is a tie for 20th. Yeah, I did see that. But, you know, really close between the drivers here, and this is exactly, you know, going into a road course you don't want to see for some, and some drivers really want to see it. Because this is definitely, if you can pick up some positions and get a great finish, you're going to pick up some massive points on a road course.
Yes, and I think it does allow these guys that are sitting down here, if you're looking at probably 15th on back, to be able to make a big move towards that top 15. And I know you and I were talking a little bit off the air. We don't know the exact number. You said top 16. I said top 12. Either way, being inside that top 16 to 12 cars is giving yourself a chance at a playoff run in this series as we get closer and closer towards the end of the season.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. And, you know, we're going to be, we're getting really close to that, getting really close to the chase that they do. We'll get more information on that as we get closer. I'm sure William will make announcements, too, in Discord for everybody to see. He'll, of course, send me messages as well. Want to get, you know, do the track here real quick. Cameron Hearn with a 155.211. Well, he said he was good, but that right there is just definitely showing how good he is at a road course. And I don't know if it's just me or what, but some portions of the track I am seeing orange. Is that just me?
That orange is I believe the sunset.
Ah, okay. All right. I thought it was something on my end. Oh,
No,
we've got.
I've seen that too. It messed me up a
Oh,
little bit.
okay. Okay. Well, we got Shane out there. We've got, of course, Christopher Bassinger, William Martin's in chat. Jonathan's up here with me. Brennan Kennedy in chat here. We've got 10 watching. 5 likes. Now, Cameron Hearn is up at the top spot right now. Noah Mari in second. Corey Cook in third. Davey Hendricks fourth. Anthony Marshall rounding out our top 5. Right now, at the present time, things could definitely change as we've got Frank DiMaggio, William Martin, Nick Hunt out there on the racetrack here. Going to be putting in their time or times. I do know they get 2 laps, and that's really about all you're going to be able to get.
Yeah, and I mean, wow, 2 minutes to get around this road course. You think about they got to do an out lap plus their 2 laps.
Yes.
So you're talking pretty much the entire 10 minutes of qualifying that they get here.
Now, if you don't come out right when qualifying starts, you're pretty much not going to get your full 2 laps in.
You're going to be cutting it close, that's for sure.
Nick Hunt goes into 9th with that lap. Got 40 seconds left for him to finish up this lap. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. But it looks like Cameron Hearn is going to be our pole sitter once more, Jonathan. And, you know, he's been one of the dominating drivers in the season this season. And everybody's out there. They're gunning for him.
Yeah, but I think when you're on a roll like he is, you just come to the track and you do what you do best, pretty much, which is run up front and be the dominant guy. And you don't worry about who's behind you or who's in front of you. And you just keep beating them until they give you a reason to change your strategy.
Yeah, definitely so. Well, Cameron Hearn is going to be our pole setter here tonight. We'll try to get him up here in just a second, but we're going to go ahead and get him on the grid here tonight. MaxSpeedTV starting grid. Cameron Hearn grabbing the pole out here with a 155.211. Congratulations to Cameron on pole. Noah Mari there in second. Corey Cook third. Davey Hendricks fourth. Anthony Marshall in fifth. Joshua O'Connor in sixth. Ty Blake seventh. Christopher Bassinger in eighth. Nick Hunt grabbing the top 10 and ninth for qual. And Ryan S. Hoover is going to grab that top 10 here in 10th. Jonathan?
And starting 11th, starting off our non-qualifiers will be Frank DiMaggio. In 12th, we've got that 04 of Brett Guzik. In 13th, we've got the 9 of Robert Lukens. 14th, going to be the 7 of Ben Lacey. 15th, we've got the 37 of William Martin. 16th, the 35 of Tyler Yankovic. And in 17th, we've got the 28 of Josh Mitchell.
All right, so we had some latecomers come in, it looks like. They are going to be starting here, I believe, on the back.
Yes, it looks like they're going to be taking a shorter way around for pacing instead of starting in the pit lane like a normal track. They're going to start on the backstretch here for the road course.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get him up here real quick. Cameron, got a copy?
I got you.
Well, grabbing the pole again, and you said it last week. You're pretty good at road courses. You're proving it already in qualifying, but man, it's right and left turns. Any mistakes, and it could cost you.
Yeah, that's true. I'm definitely gonna try to take it easy. You only using one hand, so I'm using a button, the downshift. So that's gonna be an adjustment. I just gotta get in the mindset of keep using the button.
Oh, okay. Well, let's hope everything's okay on your end,
Yeah.
Cameron.
Everything should be good. I got a little soft gas, doesn't hurt or anything, but doing one-handed, let's hopefully he can keep up for 38 laps.
All right, well, here we go. We're rolling off, Cameron. Good luck out there tonight, bud.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Josh.
Yep. Right, well, here we go.
Yes, and that's a great point. We did talk to him last week, and he mentioned to us he did have surgery on one of his hands this week. He was talking about whether or not he was even going to race here tonight.
Yeah.
He goes out there and grabs pole.
Yeah, he did mention that. And he's got an 82-point lead over William Martin and 219, so 219 points over Dale Adamson, sitting back in 20th. So missing one race for Cameron Hearn wouldn't hurt him too much.
Exactly, but we know, you and I both know what it's like to be a driver and be competitive.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I know Cameron. If he's able to get out here and race, he's gonna get out here and race.
I'm just curious to see it, and we'll be questioning it all night long. If he makes a mistake, we're going to be questioning, is that his hand?
Oh, boy, they're already hitting the turtles. All right, well, there is the green flag already. Here we go, folks. Buggity, buggity, buggity. We're road course racing tonight.
Very interesting start, as it looks like the top 6 were together on that start, and something happened from the top 6 back on that restart. But it does look like Cameron's going to jump out to an early advantage here.
Let's see. Everybody, iRace or ATVO's trying to catch up with iRacing here, folks. So it's a little frozen. It'll hopefully work itself out here. And back here to Ty Blake, he's already fallen back to 10th. We're still way early though, so oh, we got a driver off into the grass. Who is that? Oh, that would be the purple car. Oh, the 59 of Joshua O'Connor.
Meanwhile, it looks like the top 4 cars are in line with each other. There's a little bit of a gap back to Anthony Marshall in that 5th spot right now.
All right, well, give me just a minute, folks. We're going to reset ATVO. It decided it didn't clean itself up. So, setting back here right now on the 59, and I go ahead and switch back up here to Cameron. He's already got a pretty good lead over Noah, but like you said, everybody, these top 4 are pretty much in line here. Now they're going to go through this chicane. We're going to go cockpit here with the driver here later on. Boy, somebody else is across the grass there. That is going to be Anthony Marshall. Not through the grass, but he's through that chicane. You can't do that.
No, you cannot, and for some reason mine is stuck in cockpit. I'm going to switch my camera angles again.
Uh-oh.
There we go. I was stuck in cockpit there for a while. I was getting confused. But yes, I did see Anthony Marshall. His car looks clean. Doesn't look like the turtles hurt him. A little bit of rear end damage. Don't know where that came from. But it looks like he's rolling and he's good again. Meanwhile, it looks like Cameron Hearn's got about, say, I wouldn't even say half a second. A little more than that over Davey Hendricks right now.
That's a little more. It's 1.8 on my end. I think it's a little bit different on a road course way it adjusts the time and the.
Yes, I was just getting ready to say that the distances look closer, but the gaps themselves are a lot bigger on a road course.
Yeah, yeah. All right, Anthony Marshall back to 8th from 5th. Still got a ways to go, though. Christopher Bassinger, 8th to 9th. Ty Blake still hanging on in 10th here. Pretty much what these drivers are going to do here for the first 20 laps is probably just ride around. Now, I was told in chat by William Martin that at lap 20, there will be a competition caution. So we, of course, will have a caution.
The 04 of Brett Guzik and Frank DiMaggio both starting 11th and 12th. The 04 just made a pass on that 24, but both these drivers are on the move up from 11th and 12th into 5th and 6th spot.
Yes, they are. We're all right here on Brett Gusick as we speak. We was watching that battle there for a minute. Frank, I guess, decided just to go ahead and let Brett go around. Now they're going to go down into 1 here. You're going to see the speed, man. That speed's going to drop almost to 50 miles an hour. And, you know, they run slicks on road courses, you know, even in real life. And speaking of slicks, there goes Brett Gusick around.
And we'll have that a couple of times here tonight. Drivers just get in too hot, like me and Josh talked about at the top of the show. It's easy to lock these brakes up. It's easy to downshift too fast as well. If you downshift too fast, the back end's coming around.
Yep, Ben Lacey did get around him for a second, but it looks...
And that 04 locks up.
Yes. Man, that 04 Brett's having some issues.
I think maybe just trying to get too much in one corner, trying to gain back for lost time in that little spin he had.
Alicia Sandlin out there.
We had something go on with the 61. I'm going back to look at it here. He was off track. Oh, he's looped it right in front of the 8 of Noah. Right in front of the 8.
It looks like Noah has got some right front damage and some front damage on that as well.
Oh, that was hard contact. Both of those drivers might have some significant front end damage on their vehicles.
Well, we can get a better look at Noah here. Yeah, heavy front damage on that number 8 machine. Get on the 61 of Corey Cook. Yeah, Corey has got a
Noah
bunch.
just overshot the chicane on the front stretch coming to the tri-oval.
And heavy damage to the both of them. Like Corey's going to make a pass over Noah. Right behind Noah Mari is the 11 of Christopher Bassinger. Got 3 drivers right here together. Not really worried about, well, we missed it. Davey Hendricks is our new leader.
He was able to work by the 15 of Cameron Hearn.
Might be by design. These two are teammates.
Yes, they are. But I know Davey from doing a podcast with him and William Martin early on this season. He wants to beat Cameron Hearn just as much as the rest of these drivers. Teammates or not, they're all competitive at the end of the day.
Whoa, Corey Cook takes a lick into the tires. We're going to go back and take a look at this. It looks like Anthony Marshall is on pit road here. What? Oh, I think I seen some smoke there. Oh, yeah, Corey, I think, blew up. Seen smoke coming off that 61.
And that goes back
he blew it.
That goes back to lap 3, if you're able to find that replay, Josh, of him and Noah going into that last corner before they come out into turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, I can't go back that far, unfortunately.
That's the contact I referred to earlier with heavy front damage to both of those drivers.
I'm on the 8 right now of Noah Mari. He is on the apron and losing speed. Did he blow as well?
I believe both these drivers might have blown their engines here.
And
Noah just skips right around that little chicane there, and he's trying to get it to pit road as quick as possible.
Yes, he is. Anthony Marshall back out here, coming back out onto the racetrack as we speak.
Well, and the one thing I think we don't talk about is why a driver, especially here on a road course, wants to get this car back to pit road so quickly. It takes longer for a tow to get around here than it does at any oval.
Oh yeah,
See-
definitely so. And I just seen that 8 car. You get a reset? Can you check
I
that
did-
info and see if they get a reset? I just seen Noah Mari's car go from damage.
Yes, they do get 1 fast repair because it's a road course. I remember that being in the rules discussions this year. Road courses,
Alright.
we get 1 fast repair.
Oh, okay, so that is definitely going to help out Noah.
But I hate to wonder why the 61 would not use that.
Not sure. He is still sitting on pit road unless he got that pit road glitch.
That's the only thing I could
No,
think of.
he
If
did
not,
have to
he
tow to pit road. Maybe he is still under
That
tow.
is fair, yes. Oh, there goes his car. Yep, his fast repair just hit.
All right, and he's going to get back out here on the racetrack. Unfortunately, a lap down, as well as Anthony Marshall a lap down. So let's just check on the field here. And one of the reasons why I do not like road courses is because of how separated the drivers do get. But, you know, on the schedule, you need to race it. And these guys are racing it up here. And, man, talk about it here. Brett Gusick grabbing 3rd right now from 12th. Wow.
Yes, pulling almost Kevin Harvick-esque style. Where did he come from?
Frank DiMaggio right behind him. Whoop, wrong button, or wrong driver. Frank DiMaggio, of course, started 11th. You alluded to this earlier. Started 11th there with him. He is up in that 4th position. Ben Lacey, where did he come from? Started 14th. He's in 5th. I think he ate his Krispy Kremes here tonight.
I'm very impressed with the 3rd, 4th, and 5th place drivers right now. Keeping their patience under them and working through this field, getting up to these top 5 positions.
Yep.
And not much going on. These guys are mostly single file right now. Not really any battling going on throughout the field. Looks like everyone's starting to settle in. No one really running off the track recently. But one thing I will allude to and talk about is right here just shows you how tough these stock cars are. I know in that 12th spot sits Ryan Hoover. I know I've seen him race a couple times in a road car, and he is very good in a road car. This just shows you that stock cars are not the same and they handle so differently. He can still turn this run around, but it's still going to be difficult to do.
And, you know, we'll rack them up, stack them up, do it again at lap 20. Well, completion of lap 20, I do believe, coming to 21. So, you know, we'll be right there together again. It'll be, what'd you say, about 17. Well, after they do their pace laps, we're probably looking at about, what, 14 or 15 laps roughly to go. They would be able to make it on fuel to the end.
Yes, and then I think that also sets us up for what could be an aggressive type finish. We might see that chaos we talked about possibly seeing on lap 1 going into turn 1.
Yeah.
We might see it going into lap 1 on this competition caution restart.
All right, now I'm watching Cameron Hearn, Davey Hendricks. I think they're just playing around up here. They got a 8.2, 8.3 second lead over Brett Gusick. Now, I say 8 seconds, but, you know, if Davey or Cameron or, you know, say both of them, you know, they have mistakes, Brett Gusick's going to eat that time up in a heartbeat.
Yes, and looking at it right now, they're exiting that little chicane there, and Brett is entering it. So it's not like he's far back from striking distance. It's just timing zones are different on a road course than they are on an oval.
Yep. Oh, Tyler Yankovic in the kitty litter. At 35. He's going to let Robert Lukens get around. And Ryan Hoover into the wall. Oh, and he is having some issues. Got those tires angry.
Yes, and like I alluded to, Ryan is he's learning these stock cars. Definitely a road course guy. He's just learning stock cars. He's not used to the way these things handle. I've heard him talk about it before. Before I started broadcasting, when I used to spot for some of those guys over there, it's just he's trying to get over that learning curve of stock cars in general. Not to mention the fact that you take a guy who's used to the way the car handles on a road course, and now he's got the complete opposite in a stock car on a road course.
Oh yeah, definitely so. Well, we're going to be coming up on 30 laps here. Well, the next time by, coming to lap number 9. It does take a little bit, almost 2 minutes to get around the track, so you're looking at a total of about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour race. Might change things now since we're going to see that competition caution, but it's not going to add much to it.
About the only thing I think I see happening is, like I said, chaos turn 1 as soon as we turn them loose after that competition. But I hope we don't see it because of the class of drivers we have.
Oh yeah, watching Ty Blake in that 21 making a pass over Nick Hunt. Nick right there. No, yeah, Nick falling back to 7th.
And you know, how about Ty Blake? I'll admit it, when you and I, as I start talking about it.
And speaking of Ty Blake,
the commentator's curse.
We'll blame that one
no.
on Jonathan here tonight, folks. I am
that
not
one on me.
taking the blame for it.
I was just getting ready to say, how about it, though? Because you remember I was giving him a hard time earlier off the air. I'm sure you can remember that, Josh. I was giving him a hard time off the air.
Oh, yeah.
But still, even with the little spin right there, he's having a decent run.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. He's only back a spot from where he started. And so, you know, still got plenty of time to, you know, get a position or 2 or 3. We're going to be coming up, of course, on pit stops, though, I would say in about, 6-8 laps. We're going to be right there in that window. Watching William Martin here, started in 15th. He is up to 7th going through that chicane. Coming through the front stretch of Daytona. The oval side. Now, of course, now diving it down into turn 1 on the road side. That is where the road course officially starts. Nick Hunt did get around Ty Blake. William got around Ty when Ty spun it. Noah Mari about 17 seconds back behind Ty Blake. Now, we've seen Noah in that wreck. Used his reset. He's already climbed back up to 9th.
And that's a good recovery for him. Very smart on his part to know that they had a reset, find a way to coast that thing to pit lane, and now you've got a fresh set of wheels underneath the thing. Go ahead and get out there and see what you can get.
I don't know if I've asked you this. Now, I know, you know, they're limited to the amount of tire sets. When you use a reset, does it use a set of tires as well?
Well, I believe, like I've seen with Corey Cook, if you don't uncheck your tires, yes, it does burn a set. But if you uncheck your tires, I believe it just resets the car with the same tire wear that you originally had on the car.
Okay. I was kind of curious on that.
Yes, I remember from doing it myself. If I know that I just need to fix damage and I don't need tires, that's exactly what I do. I uncheck my tires, and if it's a fast repair, it shouldn't reset my tires. Never actually seen if it does or does not, but that's just always been my thought process, that if I don't check the tires, they don't change the tires, so the same tires are on the car as what would have been when I wrecked.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Before we get to pit stops here, I want to go ahead and do a little bit of a ride along here with a driver. We got 16 to choose from, so how about we go ahead and go on board here with the sponsor, Lifeline RP here tonight, 135, Anthony Marshall. We're gonna go ride along here with Anthony for a few minutes. Might not do a full lap, but kind of give everybody an idea of what, really all these drivers are having to endure here on this track, because it ain't easy. I cannot race a road course for the life of me.
Oh, I'll be honest, and I can't either. I overbrake every corner when I'm on a road course. I remember I tried these cars at Mid-Ohio, what was that, probably 2-3 months ago, and I had a decent run, but man, I just could not keep up with these fast guys. I don't know how people know how to get these things around a road course. I can barely tiptoe it around a road course.
I can barely tiptoe it around the super speedway, let alone the road course. This chicane right here that Anthony's going through now, I pop it every time. I blow that chicane every time. I cannot get it down to the correct speed, to the correct gear for the life of me. And I know seat time, practice. I understand that. But, and then this last chicane before the start finish line. Whoa, he got off track. He's got to slow down for a few seconds. And now he's going to get back up on the loud pedal here, but we are going to be coming across the stripe as we speak. That is going to be a battle here between Anthony Marshall and the 21. Not for position, but that is Ty Blake. Ty Blake, are they playing follow the leader?
I think so. I think it's Ty. I think Ty doesn't realize that that's not for position, and he's trying to hold him off when he doesn't need to. And I think Anthony's trying to learn from Ty, and he's just following him in.
Well, best thing to do, the best way to learn is to do it and follow the fast guys. Of course, if you can keep up with them. Kind of learn what they're
Absolutely.
doing, But Davey Hendricks still up front. Cameron Hearn right there in second. Frank DiMaggio third. Ben Lacey fourth. Brett Gusick fifth. Nick Hunt in sixth. William Martin seventh. Ty Blake in eighth. Noah Maury ninth. And Christopher Bassinger right now rounding out the top 10. 11 laps into the 38 we're going to be running here tonight. Davey Hendricks on pit road. Cameron on pit road. I would probably be assuming that Frank is not coming down. He is going to stay out and become the new leader here tonight for the first time. But might not be a bad call for Cameron Hearn and Davey Hendricks. They know they can make it to the competition caution now. They will not have to come in. Anybody else coming down pit road? Nope, not that I see.
I haven't seen anybody peel off as of yet. I don't even think some of these guys know who's making pit stops and when they want to come in. I mean, I know we're supposed to practice and figure out all that stuff, but for some of these guys, like we talked about, they don't run road courses. They probably did not think about how long you can run on a fuel run.
Yeah. And I just
they were more focused on trying to get around the track than worrying about your fuel run.
And I just took a wild guess at the fuel numbers. I've been doing this for 5 years, broadcasting, and I've got a pretty good understanding. What I have issues is the different percentage of fuel that each league runs. Because some run 100%. Some run 60%, 70%, 75%. Some run 50% fuel.
Oh, Ty Blake. Of course.
Yes, he did. Yep, he is cutting
And it
some
looks
grass
like
again. Let's
Anthony
go.
Marshall ran off as well. That allows Noah Mowry to get around Ty Blake, and he'll set his focus towards trying to run down William Martin now.
Check out what happened to Ty here real quick. I'm going back about 30 seconds. Yep, just locked him up, it looks like, and he went around. Get up here to Anthony Marshall. Okay, he did it about the same time that Ty Blake did it. Up, Frank DiMaggio still up front, but Davey Hendricks and company is eating through that time.
Oh, did Ty Blake lock him up? It looks to me like he just got loose. I didn't see any lockup.
Well, even if he didn't lock him up, he got loose. I consider that a lockup. Isn't.
Yeah, I forget. iRacing doesn't always show every lockup.
Robert Lucan's going around in the Coors 9. All right, I think everybody's getting antsy and wanting to maybe get done with this race already. Like we've got some pit stops here. I'm assuming William Martin. No, he did not. Oh, that is what happened to the 9 of Robert Lukens here. Just got loose and right into the tires he went. Definitely going to have some right front damage on that car, and he is coming down pit road as we speak. Ty Blake on pit road.
Yes, and I don't know, Josh, I gotta ask if you're, as I hear Ben Lacey coming in this time by, but I was just getting ready to ask, if you're the guy sitting behind Cameron Hearn and Davey Hendricks, why not pit? Why not go for it? You know that they're already out and ahead of you and that they're on fresher tires. Why not go ahead and pit here?
And, you know, that's why I'm wondering what Frank is doing. You know, maybe he's just trying to run it out until the end and, you know, run it out until he can't go no further or close to it. But he's in the lead. You know, he is up front. And he knows, of course, too, as soon as he comes down pit road, you know, Davey and Cameron is going to get around him. They're only, almost coming down to 7.5 seconds behind him. Of course, Cameron's right there on the tail of the 54. But, you know, Brett Gusick, you know, right here sitting in that 4th spot. Now, he has came down. Let me see who else has not. William Martin has not came down. So I see your point. You know, why not go ahead and just come on down pit road? You know.
Yeah, if I'm the crew chief on the box, I'm yelling at my driver saying, get down here. There's no reason to stay out there and run and think that you're going to catch either of the top 3 at this point. I mean, the exception of Frank DiMaggio, of course, he's taking advantage of track position. Maybe he knows something that we don't when it comes down to fuel and tire strategy. But like we said, if you're anywhere behind those guys, it's just why not pit?
Frank DiMaggio will be coming to take lap 15 here. This time by 20.
Should be 23 or 24.
24 laps left.
And it looks like Frank's going to peel off now.
Yeah, Frank is coming down pit road as we speak. What is William Martin?
Oh, and Cameron Hearn has gotten by the 54 of Davey Hendricks.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Davey back to second. Davey has led 9 laps. Cameron has led 2. Frank DiMaggio has led 3.
As these two now come up on the 61 of Corey Cook, looks like he might end up in the middle, the meat in the sandwich here. Nope, he's going to go wide and let Davey continue to chase down that 15.
Corey Cook has, he pitted 10 laps ago.
But as I mentioned, Corey Cook took that one free reset and got fresh tires. Unlike the 8 of Noah Maury, where he just took his reset and got off pit road.
Yeah, and Noah's setting up here in 6th at the present time. Here in about 5 laps, folks, we're going to have that comp caution. That would be a competition caution, by the way, for everybody that does not know. And we are night racing here at the Daytona road course as well.
And I'm fairly impressed with, I thought a lot more. I know it's a 2-minute track time, but still, how many drivers are on the lead lap? I mean, we didn't have a big field to begin with. We've got, it looks to be, if I can count, 5 drivers, 1 lap down right now. And then Joshua Mitchell, it looks like he had connection issues. I don't even know if he started the race, but if he did, he had a connection issue, and he's out of here. I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you were saying there.
I said, and I'm just going through the field to figure out where everybody's at. I know it drives some people in chat nuts. Will y'all stay still?
Listen,
Well,
folks, we can't stay still on a road course.
No. Oh, O'Connor's around again.
Oh, boy. And that's going to let Corey Cook, who was actually chasing him down, I think he was just trying to get out of the way for the leaders, but Corey Cook was also chasing him down.
Cameron had a moment there. Davey got around him.
Oh, and it looks like the 59 just cooks it a little too hard into 1. It's on the brakes really hard, heading towards the outside of the turn, and ends up inside the turn.
Oof.
Wise decision on his part to not back up right there in front of the leaders and let them race.
I've done that before. It was actually at Indianapolis. Got into a wreck. Yellow came out. Didn't realize he was coming up on me. Backed up. Blam! Unfortunately took out one of the chase contenders.
And by the sound of it, I just went back and seen what you were talking about with Cameron Hearn. I heard a really hard downshift there.
Oh!
So as we talked to him earlier, he was talking about shifting with a button on his other hand. Since he's only one-handing it tonight, I think he might have pressed the button one too many times there and downshifted really hard.
Yeah, he got it back up going, though. He didn't lose any. Well, he only lost that one position. He lost a lot of time, though. That's the thing. Brett Gusick sitting in 3rd right now. Man, I'm shocked at the 04. Not because of where he's at, it's because of where he started.
And I'm hearing a little bit of driver chatter. Something we might want to talk about here, Josh. Will there be a lucky dog on these road courses, even with the comp caution coming up here in a couple laps?
I do believe there is. Because it is considered a caution. So, unless they don't have lucky dogs turned on, which I don't foresee why they, would turn them off, I believe we will have a lucky dog. And right now, the lucky dog is Corey Cook, 61.
As I see in the driver's chat, it looks like the 8 is going to be coming down right here before this comp caution.
Yay. It's Damari. Yep. He is coming down pit road.
Well, now you got me wondering if I was wrong, Josh, because if I would have figured he would have pitted a couple laps ago if he didn't get fresh tires, but maybe I was wrong. Maybe it did give him fresh tires when he hit the reset.
I think when you hit the reset, when you do the reset, I think it does give you a fresh set of tires. But I've always thought too, even if you uncheck the tires, if you use the reset, it still uses one of the sets that you have because you're using the reset. See, that's that's what I don't understand, what I don't know.
And with that being said, that makes me question, did Corey Cook accidentally burn 2 sets of tires by taking the reset and then letting his crew put on a set of tires?
Don't know.
Things we should probably look up at some point.
Or interview somebody that would probably know and ask.
That's fair. We do got a caution coming up soon, and pacing's going to take a minute to get around here.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's not gonna be a walk in the park for sure. Not gonna be a Bristol type of pacing.
Even if it's only 2-3 laps of pacing, we only get around here at race pace at 2 minutes. So you're talking probably a good 5-10 minutes of pacing.
Something like that. Something like that. I would probably say close to about 3 to 4 minutes under pacing.
Maybe. I might be a little off on that.
But, you know, it's been an interesting race. We've had some spinneroonies. We've had some passing going on. We've had some dingers out here on the track. Now, we're still pretty close, though, between a couple of drivers here. And I say pretty close because, you know, even, 8 seconds behind a driver is not something you want to, say you're comfortable. Nick Hunt's 8.5 behind William Martin. William Martin messes up, Nick Hunt's going to be right there. And that goes same for Ben Lacey. Ben Lacey is only 6.5 seconds ahead of William Martin. Ben messes up, William's going to pounce. As long as William don't mess up,
Well, the same thing goes for our top 3, too. I think you can't go without saying that Brett Gusick is sitting in the catbird seat. If Cameron Hearn and Davey Hendricks start battling it out for this lead and they push each other too hard, Brett's in the catbird seat. Yep. Nobody around him making solid laps, not pushing an issue.
Well, we've got 20 to go here tonight. Next time by, I believe, will be the competition caution.
And I do believe that it's worth noting. I know you get the live updates of the gap with your system, Josh, but my gap just went from 4-point-something seconds to 3.8 to Brett Gusick from the leader.
Okay, yeah, I'm sitting at about 3 points. Well, it's fluctuating. It's going from 3.1 to 3.1 to 3.5. So it's hanging out about in that area. Now it just shot back up to 3.6. So we can go gap to leader here and show everybody what we're talking about from Hendricks to Gusick. Being 3.8 right now, and it's fluctuating a little bit, and it'll do that on a road course. It'll go up and down, up and down. That's what we're talking about, is that gap to leader. Now, as we, of course, are going to edge ever so closer here to this competition caution.
Yes, and I do believe it's worth noting, looking at lap times. Last time by, Davey Hendricks 158.1. Brett Gusick and Cameron Hearn both. Oh, it's Cameron. What happened? Oh, no.
Yeah, he is falling back to third now. Go back and take a look at it here.
I was just getting ready to say both Brett Gusick and Cameron Hearn ran identical lap times at 157.5.
Oh, the 15. Oh, he clipped the grass area. He was right behind Brett Gusick and clipped that grass area, and that's what caused him to spin. And of course, there is our competition caution. Davey Hendricks, not a stage, it's just a competition caution. But Davey Hendricks will be our leader. Well, as of right now. Now we're going to see, are they going to come down pit road? I would assume they would.
I absolutely would. It's a chance to make it to the end with what you got left. Take it. But going back to that incident we just looked at, I see the 15. He makes some contact with the 21, trying to get around the 21 there. And it looks like he moves the 21 up the track, but he cuts the track just a little too close. Sends himself into the dirt.
Oh, wow.
But that's what you'll have here on a road course too, with guys trying to pass lap cars and pass each other. The space runs out. You gotta pick your poison sometimes.
Yep. All right, well, as Davey Hendricks and company tries to catch back up to the pace car, we're gonna go ahead and step away and play a quick commercial break. Hang tight, folks. We will be right back. Alrighty, folks, we're back. 18 to go. They have finally caught that pace car here. That's the thing about road courses, catching the pace car. Now we're gonna actually wait and see here if they come down pit road. We was just in that commercial break, and Jonathan heard something over the radio about a driver. He gets the lucky dog, but he's on fumes. Who was that, Jonathan?
That would be the 61 of Corey Cook. Looks like he got the lucky dog, but I overheard on the driver's radio that he made it just enough, and he's running on fumes right now.
Is he going to be able to get back around the track and get down pit road?
Looking at him right now, he's looking like he's under power, so I don't know if he's already taken his lap around and he's trying to catch up, or what, how the lucky dog situation works on
He
a road
is not
course.
on the lead lap. He is still a lap down.
It appears that he still needs to catch the field and get around the pace car and then be able to come down pit road.
If he's on fumes, there's going to be no way he's going to be able to do that.
Like I said, as of right now, it looks like he's under power, but as I'm hearing right now, he's trying to catch up, but it looks like his car is sputtering. And he's got the 59 of Joshua O'Connor and company in behind him. They're all still trying to catch up to this field here to get under pacing.
Yeah.
We got a race under caution here, Josh. It
Yes,
looks like
we
the
did.
61's just going to cut the chicane.
What?
I think that's something that the boss man probably told them to do just to get caught up to the pack. I'm sure they'll take care of any penalties that incur from that. But it looks like they have caught the tail of the field. Finally, they can all breathe a sigh of relief.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. And I think Corey's probably just going to have to come down pit road. I don't think he's going to be able to make it around one more time. I think he's just going to have to come in with the rest of them.
We'll see
if
right here.
We'll see if he takes that chance.
Oh, he's going to stay.
Yeah, he's going to stay out.
It looks like the 92, the 59. So the 59, the 61, and who's that 92? Ryan Hoover. They stayed out. I think they're getting their wave around. I see the 61. Looks like he's rolling around there.
Keep an eye on that 61, though. If he runs out of fuel...
Yeah, that's huge. Because that's a guy that just got given the lucky dog.
Yeah.
Where it could have been given to somebody else if they would have just known that he was running out of fuel. They could have pushed the issue there. I'm sure Josh was I'd have to go back and look, but I'm sure Josh was probably nipping at his heels there.
All right, Corey, you're almost there, bud. Now, Ben Lacey looks like stayed out. He's been out here 8 laps. Frank DiMaggio did come down pit road, but I don't know if he got into his box or not, showing that he missed his box.
It would appear so, because he rolled on in the 4th position on the pit road. Ben Lacey was in the 5th position. He stayed out, as you've already addressed. But for Frank, unless he... It shows that he missed his stall, so... Yeah. I wouldn't see him picking up 3 spots on pit road that quickly unless he pulled some sort of strategy that we don't know about. But it looks like he's coasting on the apron now. Maybe we'll see him peel back down here and try to get that final pit stop in.
Davey Hendricks, Brett Gusick, Cameron Hearn. That's rounding out our top 5. William Martin in 6th, Hunt in 7th.
As I just heard the boss man tell the cars that are in front of Ben Lacey to go ahead and get around that pace car and get their lap back.
Oh.
Which was inevitable anyway, because those are lap down cars trying to get their lap back. But that is a smart call on Williams' part to go ahead and get these guys enough time to get caught up to the tail end of the field here.
That is going to put O'Connor back on the lead lap, I do believe.
Yes, that will put the 59 back on the lead lap.
Cook made it down to pit road. He is off and away. Yeah.
Corey Cook made it down. I believe the 92, he's also getting 1 lap back here. Yes, he will. And I think it's just the 59 and the 92 that got their laps back there. That puts the 59 back on the lead lap and puts Ryan Hoover in a spot here where he could get that 2nd lap back if, for any reason, we had another caution.
Yeah, and I don't see us having another caution.
Unless we junk him in turn 1, I don't think we're having a caution.
Well, if
and the 61 is going to give himself an end-of-the-line penalty here, so he does not black flag anybody.
Yeah, because he is way far back right now.
Well, and what's interesting is he is he's taking the full course around, unlike the rest of the guys that are trying to get caught up, like Josh and Ryan. They're just cutting the course and getting caught up.
Well, pace car lights are off. We're going to be coming to lap 15 when we get the green, and we will be able to finish this, I believe, under regulation here. I don't believe they're going to have to come down again for fuel.
Well, the 7 possibility will have to come.
Yeah, he's been out here 9 laps, so I believe he's going to have to come down. O'Connor is going to have to come down. He's been out there 12. Hoover's been out there 10, so I believe them drivers are definitely going to have to come down. But everybody else, they're good to go, I believe.
Yes, and I do like the strategy. Excuse me, the strategy call by Ben Lacey. Take a chance here, see if something major happens in these next couple corners with this restart, or maybe even get a couple bonus points for leading some laps. Who knows what he's going for here?
Well, Ben's got a bonus point for leading a lap, so that works.
And you know, that's what we talk about here. Drivers are going to start making different calls to try and set themselves up for points going into these playoffs.
Yeah.
It's about that. We've talked about how hard it is to beat a guy like Cameron Hearn on any given track, but the more points you set yourself up with, those wins that he's getting aren't allowing him to basically pull away as far as he'd probably want to with the way this point system is set up. So I believe it's a good call here. Go ahead, get some bonus points as well as earn yourself some more points towards the championship and take a swing at it.
Yeah, might as well. Get us going here, bud.
All right, we've got the pace car lights out, and we are in the oval turns 3 and 4. We've still got to go through that little chicane here before we come to the tri-oval. But once we come out of that chicane, we should see the green flag fly. As we've got on the inside here, the 7 of Ben Lacey leading them to the green with the 54 of Davey Hendricks on those fresh tires, I believe, unless he just took fuel. And then we've got the 04, the 37, as they come out of this tri-oval. And it looks like the 7, I thought he went for a second. Now he goes, and we are green back here on the Daytona road course, coming down into that turn 1. We'll see if we make it through clean.
I think they're going to be good to go here. I think they're going to go through this clean. They did. Good job. Well, we've got turn 1 and this little chicane thing here, the little S's. Yeah, they're getting through it here all right. So far, so good.
Josh, we got to keep an eye out. We were noting how fast this 04 was. Ooh. As the 7 goes wide, the 04 goes by, the 54 go by, and the 04 is sitting in P2 now.
Yes, he is. Right behind Davey Hendricks. Ben Lacey falling back to 3rd. Right up ahead of William Martin there in 4th. Nick Hunt in 5th. Frank DiMaggio going up into 6th, getting around Christopher Bassinger. There goes Cameron getting around Christopher as well. Cameron now has got his eye set on that 24, Frank DiMaggio. I love it when Frank and Cameron get together and race it up. It's usually always a good battle. Road courses might be a little bit different.
Yes, and I'm going to make my prediction now. I know you don't make predictions as much, Josh. I'm going to say we're going to get a new winner here tonight, whether it's Davey Hendricks or Brett Gusick.
So you don't think Cameron Hearn's going to be able to catch back up to Davey and Brett?
Looking at the lap times, Brett runs just as fast as Cameron. Davey falls off, but like I was getting ready to hint to on the last run, Brett is there and he's got the pace to keep up with Cameron. All he has to do is not make a mistake. As Davey Hendricks misses that final turn of that chicane, and he's going to have to slow down and hand the lead over to the 04.
Yeah, Brett Gusick going up to the lead for the first time here tonight. Brand new leader. 14 to go.
Oh, man. I believe if we end up talking to Davey Hendricks and he doesn't bring home a win here tonight, he's going to be saying, what if about that corner? Only mistake that he makes all night is a crucial mistake here with him 10. Oh, coming up on 10 to go.
Cameron backing up on the track. He made a mistake, boy. 21 of Ty had to get around him. And the 35 of Tyler Yankovic had to get around him. Oh, that could have been ugly.
Yes, it could have. As I see, he's battling with the 24 and the 1. The 1 gets loose in front of the 24. Oh, and Cameron just trying to stay to the left of him. Gets too far left and upsets the car, almost hits that inside wall. And then loops it, backing up on the track. And I think the reason why he backed up so much, I hate to keep bringing it up because I know he's trying to heel, but that button that he's using to change gear in the car, it just did not want to go back into first there. As I jump back up front here, it looks like Brett Gusick still got the lead as of now. He's got about, well, you've got the updated one, Josh. At the line for me, he was ahead at 1.5 over Davey.
That's 1.6 now. It's pretty close.
So we very well could have a battle to the end here. But the one thing we've got to remember, Ben Lacey still got to come down pit road before the end of this. Joshua O'Connor in the same boat. And I believe we talked about Ryan Hoover. He's still got to come down. Just a couple of drivers that still need to make their final pit stop of the race.
Lacey getting loose.
Yes, and he's got a couple cars in behind him right now. The one of Nick Hunt, the 37 William Martin all over the back bumper. And watching all this go down is the 8 of Noah Mowry.
Oh, yeah, off the track again, into the grass. Boy. Ben not having a good time right now as Cameron gets around. Connor got around. Oof.
Man.
I'm gonna get back here to Corey Cook, and I did it too.
Lacey misses the corner again.
Corey spun it. Lacey having issue. Wow, a lot of drivers having some moments here.
And you can see the damage on Nick Hunt's vehicle from that contact he had with the 24 when he, Cameron, and Frank had that little incident going through those S's after turn 1.
Oh yeah, significant rear end damage. Looks like he backed into a tree.
Yeah, that indeed it does, but that was no tree that he backed into. That was the 24 saying, hey, I need you to move, bud.
Yep, Frank DiMaggio, if you look at that car, he's probably going to have some nose damage on that thing. You get over here to that 24 here. Yeah, he definitely has some nose damage. And now the thing about these Xfinity cars, they can somewhat take a beating. But if you get any type of front end damage, you have got to be worried about, did I get engine damage? And going back to that here in just a second, Joshua O'Connor spinning it out through that chicane. And he is coming down pit road.
Oh, and he's got significant nose damage. I'm going to imagine, I didn't see the incident, but he definitely made contact with the wall.
He has got some front end damage for sure. Does he have a reset left? No, he does not.
Oh, tough break. Now he's got to sit there and repair the damage.
There's only 3 drivers that I can see that have a reset left. Davey Hendricks, Frank DiMaggio, and Robert Lucan. Nick
and
Hunt.
It looks like Nick Hunt.
What happened to Nick? Oh, and he was running so good.
It looks like he was in front of the 37 here. Oh, no, what happened?
I think he just fell out.
Oh, no. It looks like, if that's net code, that's really bad, but I don't know. Wow. Now, I don't know if you could see this, Josh, but what I see is the 37 coming down into this corner. Lurches really quickly towards the 1, like trying to outbrake him. and it almost looks like the one surges forward as if the 37 hits him, but there is 10 foot of space between these two cars on
Now
my screen.
Now let me go ahead and get back here and look at it. I went ahead and since we've got plenty of time, I went ahead and did replay at about 90 seconds. So we'll see. Whoa! There's where it started. Wow, yeah, the one, he just gets loose, goes across the grass right into the wall. That might have been some net coating there, and that's what I'm thinking.
I'm thinking it's net code, but also that's a severe net code if that's net code.
Oh yeah, definitely so.
That's worse than what we've seen all season, and I've been in your other streams to see some net code. I've been here to see net code. That is some of the worst net code I've seen.
Yeah, when you can put a car basically between them, or you know, stand in between them, that's some hardcore net code. That's what I think it is. There was no contact at all, so I don't know what happened. And that's a tough break for Nick Hunt too, because he was running so good, so well.
I do note that the 21 has also taken his car behind the wall.
Yep, Ty Blake has taken his car behind the wall as well. We've got 11 to go here. It'll be 12 to go as we see. I believe that is the 90. No.
The 92 of Ryan S. Hoover?
Might have been O'Connor.
I believe that was O'Connor.
Yeah,
he just went a lap down.
Yeah.
But as you and I already know, O'Connor does have damage. He's just trying to finish this race.
Yep, Joshua O'Connor sitting in 13th in the point standings, 8 behind Nick and Justin. And you know, that is another driver we're missing here tonight, is Justin Gann.
Yes,
I
don't even, did we see him last week at all either?
Yeah, Justin was here last week.
I believe so as well. I don't know. Missing him though. Him, Kyle Knapp. There's quite a few drivers I think that either chose not to show up or could not show up due to circumstances.
I think he was here. Oh no, he wasn't. Dan wasn't here.
I do know for drivers like myself and a few other guys that we are officially losing our numbers in the league because we are not showing up. I expect to lose my number. I already bowed out for this season and told them I was done. But for guys that like just you don't know what's going on behind the scenes and haven't shown up, that's where you ask the question of
so what's going on?
What's going on, and are they going to be back? Are they going to be back next season, this season? When do they make the return? Guys that we really haven't seen much of this season.
Right now we're 14 drivers left in the race here tonight. Still we still got the numbers. We still could have major action going on the track. We've got 9 to go. That's still plenty of laps left. It looks like I am going to be able to finish this race out tonight before the storms get here. That is going to be a good thing. They're still in the central part of Oklahoma, and there's some major storms going over there. I hope everybody over there in neighbor state of Oklahoma, central Oklahoma, everybody's okay. A lot of severe thunderstorm warnings, and I do see one tornado warning. Not to try to get all weather on everybody, but I do keep up with it.
Oh, I mean, and I'm from Ohio myself, where we deal with similar type of weather around this time of year. So that stuff is something that when you live over in those areas, you got to keep up with it. So if not, you're just sitting there like, what's going on outside? Look, a cloud, and next thing you know, it's a tornado. But as we said, we're not going to go weatherman on everybody. Still racing here.
There's somebody laughing in the background.
That would be my wife. She's sitting on the couch, hanging out while I call this race.
Ah. Oh, 9 to go here, and I'm on Noah Mari sitting here in fourth. They're a little bit spread out right now. Not too bad.
Yes, as our leader is coming across the line, it looks like Noah's just exiting that first chicane coming into the oval 3 and 4.
Here we go, 8 to go. 14 people watching, 10 likes here tonight for a road course. Not too shabby. Thank you everybody for tuning in here tonight on MaxSpeedTV. Of course, myself, Joshua Medlock up here, Jonathan Canfield up here with me tonight. Appreciate you being up here, Jonathan.
Yes, and I'm enjoying watching this. The 04, I felt bad because I didn't even know how to say his name last week. I think I butchered it more than a couple times. And here he is leading this race and notably stretching the gap to Davey Hendricks right now.
Up down to about a 1.7, 1.8 seconds, 2 seconds there. It looks like William Martin is on pit road. What? Can they not make it?
I'm not sure. I'm seeing William coming off pit road as he almost loses it there. Wow, nice little save coming onto the pit exit road. That's a mouthful to say. Don't try to say that 3 times.
Try to say that 5 times fast.
Well, we talk about pit road, and then you throw pit exit road in there, and your mind, as a broadcaster, just kind of scrambles.
All right, Big Mike Gaming out there. Hope it's okay that I'm showing this on my Facebook gaming page. I am the owner of Lifeline RP. Well, I do want to thank you again, Lifeline RP, for coming on board and sponsoring the race here tonight. Of course, we're going to, get back here onto the 36 of Anthony Marshall here, who is running a Lifeline RP paint. Well, he has no hood, so I can't see the hood, but on the hood is Lifeline RP, Lifeline Roleplay. Of course, he's got it on the side here too, Lifeline Roleplay. Not exactly for sure what that is. I mean, maybe Big Mike Gaming out there can maybe give us some insight on what actually is Lifeline RP. But it's not a problem. You are the sponsor, so man, do appreciate it. Thank you for doing that, bud. Scoots, yes, Ty Blake is unfortunately out. Man, yeah, tough break. And yeah, now not a problem.
As we've got the 8 pitting in, and I believe I heard the 11 is also going to be, yes, the 11 is on pit road.
All right,
Josh, this is where we question, are they going to make it? These guys are pitting with less than 6 laps, 7 laps to go.
We're setting at 7 to go right now.
It's this is where I ask, do our leaders have enough to make it? Because I believe we've seen the 11 and the 8 both come down on that last caution.
I'm beginning to second guess that too. Oh, okay, it's a GTA 5 roleplay server. Okay. But Brett Gusick, Davey Hendricks has been out here 10 laps. They go on through the whole race or through the rest of the laps here. That's going to put them at 17 laps. And we know Corey Cook went 16 and was running on fumes. So, it's going to be close.
It's going to be very close. And I'm wondering if these leaders are thinking about peeling off or if they're going to commit to running to the end.
Oh, Brett Gusick ain't coming down. What's Davey Hendricks going to do? He's going to stay out. Cameron Hearn. Now, Cameron's been out here 9 laps. That is going to put him at about 15. I believe Cameron's probably going to be able to make it.
Yes, I believe he might. I think all these top 3 have a chance to make it. It's gonna be close though.
I don't know if Brent and Davey could make it. I really don't. Unless they can save a lap.
Well, I do see in chat we had Ty Blake stop by and say thank you guys for the broadcast. You're welcome, Ty.
Up, White Wolf 599. I guess I'm assuming that's Ty.
That would be Mr. Ty Blake.
Okay, all right.
Tough break on the run, bud, but we appreciate you stopping by and watching the broadcast.
Now we got 17 watching and 14 likes. Wow. You guys are killing it. Oh, Cameron Hearn's going to get around the 36 of Anthony Marshall. Not for position, but he is going to get around him.
Yes, and I'm just glued on this 04 right now. I'm waiting to see if he's going to peel off at all. Oh, the 35, Tyler Yankovic, he pulls it over.
Oh!
I don't know what happened there, if he just overran it or if he was just trying to get out of the way, but either way, he was off course.
Oh, well,
not looking good.
Go ahead and check it out. Oddball Gaming out there. Hello, guys. Well, how you doing, Oddball? Oh, we got loose coming into the chicane. Got on the grass. And, boy, that 9 almost plowed into him, and then he pulls it over. That is what happened to Yankovic.
Oh, actually, Josh.
Oh.
I think we see another case of that weird net code that you and I have seen. Because I'm looking at it, his rear end's fine. And then I see a crease go into his rear end. As if the 9 did hit him and turn him that direction.
But they never touched.
But they never made contact.
Yep, that's stupid net code.
That's another bad case of net code right there. I think it gets worse on these road courses.
I really do too.
Spread out.
For everybody that doesn't know what net code is, if you play games online and you've ever heard of lag or a lag spike, or, you know, if you're playing like, you know, Call of Duty games and you go to shoot and you press the button and it don't shoot, and then all of a sudden it shoots, lag, net code, basically the same thing. It's just worded different per what game you're playing. Now, this is not a game, this is a simulator, but you do get my drift. It's basically the same thing. Watching Frank DiMaggio, he's closing in a little bit on Cameron Hearn. Cameron back up to third. And man, is he going to be able to close in on Davey and Brett? And is Davey and Brett going to even be able to make it? 5 to go here, folks. It'll be 4 the next time by. Almost like a decent. Yeah, something similar to that. Yeah.
Right now, it looks like all the leaders, out of all of them right now, last time by, Davey Hendricks had the fastest lap. Cameron was the slowest.
Davey Hendricks is coming down pit road. Is Brett gonna chance it? I think right now, 4 to go. If you're Brett Gusick, you've already made your bed. You just gotta go.
You gotta try it. You gotta risk it.
Risk it and try to get the biscuit.
He would be, don't quote me on it, but kind of almost an upset winner for this series.
Yeah,
because again, we hadn't seen him until last week.
Yep.
So to come in your second race of the season, lead as much as he has and show that he can drive like this and have a chance to win this race, he has a chance to upset the points right now.
See here, he in the race.
He was. I do not believe he survived it though.
I am trying to find his.
I don't know if he ever made it past gridding.
Oh, okay. Because I'm not even seeing faults here. So I'm not sure exactly.
Yes, but it does appear that he is going to go for it here as we come across the line, and we're going to hit 3 to go here across the line.
Well, I'm showing him in the last couple of races.
Oh, and he,
Oh!
no. Oh, that could have been bad.
Yes,
And it looks like
could
he's
have.
going to bring it down.
Yep, might as well. Might as well. You're right there slowed down. You might as well come on down. Davey Hendricks in second, and I believe
And
Davey.
Cameron Hearn is still trying to get off of 4. Oh, this could be close. Oh, and did he overshoot it? No, he didn't. He's coming off of pit road now. Where is Cameron Hearn? Cameron Hearn has not made it to 1 yet. Brett might make it off of pit road with the lead still.
Well, Davey Hendricks is in second. So Davey is coming side by side here.
Oh,
Brett
this is going to be
Gusick.
close.
Oh, Brett is off he's back on the track. Right behind. Oh, and Davey. Whoa.
Oh, no.
There goes Cameron taking second. The
We've
next
got a
race.
race here, Josh.
Yes, we do. Well, the next race is going to be next Sunday night right here on MaxSpeedTV. Same time, same place. 8:05 Eastern, 7:05 Central, somewhere around in there. With myself, Joshua Medlock, Jonathan, of course, if he can make it. We go week to week on that. So,
We do go week to week on that. As of right now, I've got a Wednesday duty, so I am free pretty much every Sunday unless I'm stuck at a racetrack.
okay, all right. But we do go racing again next week right here. And that track is actually going from a road course here tonight to some short track racing next week. Boy, what a change that's going to be. We go to Bristol Motor Speedway for 200 grueling wall-to-wall laps.
Yes, and I mean, look at the track change we've just gone through in these last 2 races to next week. Super Speedway, road course, and then short track.
Yep. Our next
But Brett
mile and a
Gusick
half is...
appears to be almost comfortably in the lead. I think we can kind of use that word as long as he doesn't make a mistake.
Yep. Gonna hit 2 to go this time by... Can he just hang on to it? Or is Cameron playing Cameron games? We know how Cameron likes to play around.
I do know one thing. He definitely just jumped that turtle coming out of that final chicane. But the question I give out is, Brett Gusick made a mistake coming out of pit road and it has given himself damage on the right front. But how much does that affect his car? And is Cameron able to capitalize on the fact that he could possibly have a better handling race car right now?
I don't know if that's affecting Brett.
It doesn't appear to be. He is driving the wheels off of it as I keep an eye on him. He's driving like he stole the car right now.
Yeah, he's trying to outrun the cops. And the cops being Cameron Hearn and Davey Hendricks.
We always say to be the best, you gotta beat the best. And I think the best we've had in this league this year is hands down Cameron Hearn. And
Yep.
Brett Gusick coming in. Like I said, I seen him last week, but he just did not make the call. Now this week he made the call and he came and showed us that he's here to drive.
And he is going to be taking the white flag here coming up here pretty shortly. And it's just going to be just one more lap for Brett Gusick. Can he hang on to it?
Oh, and Cameron overshoots that carousel there.
Oh,
Or not the carousel, you know what I mean, Josh.
the first.
Me and these road course terms do not blend well.
The first chicane. Cameron's falling back to third.
And that might have been all that Brett needed, but we will see here. He's still got to put together one more clean lap.
Yep, and we are going to hit that white flag here tonight, folks, at the Daytona Road Course. The Lifeline RP 135 here tonight. We got one more lap for Brett Gusick. Can he hang on to it? Can he keep it? Can he keep Davey behind him? Or will Brett make a mistake and Davey pounce? We don't know. We'll just have to keep an eye on it here tonight. Glad to see everybody in chat here this evening. Thank you all for tuning in. 16 still watching, 14 likes. Of course, want to thank the owner of Lifeline RP out there again, Big Mike Gaming, for coming on board, sponsoring tonight's event, and of course, thank Anthony Marshall for that as well. On the car, I believe Anthony and Mike, I guess y'all know each other, I'm assuming. I don't know the full details on that. But I also want to say this too before we get to the checkered flag. A big happy birthday goes to Anthony Marshall. Today's his birthday, so can we get a big old happy birthday out in chat too? That number 36 here. Brett Gusick, I think he's got it in the books.
Yeah, but we still got 2 chicanes. If he misses the mark on one of these chicanes, it could be enough for Davey to come in and steal one.
I don't think Brett's going to mess it up this time. I think he's got it.
I'm going to go ahead and go with you on that one.
Brett Gusick coming into tonight started outside of the top 10 and 12th. Amen. Wanted to race last week. Did not do it. However, tonight, he is going to grab the victory here at the road course of Daytona. Wow. What a pit stop by Brett. Davey Hendricks going to finish in second. Cameron Hernan.
I was just getting ready to say that pit stop made the difference for him.
Yes,
being able to get on and off pit road and beat Davey out of that corner. And actually, not even beat Davey. He forced Davey into a mistake. Going side by side into this corner that Davey's in right now. Yep. Davey made the mistake. Brett didn't make a mistake, and he capitalized on it.
Yep. Cameron Hearn in third, Frank DiMaggio in fourth, and Noah Maury rounding out our top 5. But we'll get podium up here, our top 3 here tonight. We're going to let everybody finish the race here, folks. Man, oh man, what a race at a road course. What a race.
Absolutely. I think we more than treated to a great road course race. I think you and I both know how we personally feel about road courses, Josh. They're not always the most fun to watch, or are they the most fun to participate in. But I think this one was very entertaining to watch. Pit strategy became a major factor. And in the end, it was a race off pit road that actually won the race.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. And I am not seeing Brett Gusick. Or there he is right there. All right, I got him. He is down there in the staging as we speak. Well, hang tight, folks. I'm going to go talk to the guys here real quick, and we'll get them up here for the MaxSpeedTV post-race show here in just a second. Hang tight. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, we have caught up with our top 3 here tonight. We're going to go ahead and pull them up here this evening, and I know Jonathan Canfield has caught up with the 15 here tonight. Jonathan, mic's yours, bud.
Yes, Cameron, we talked to you before this race started. We know that you were driving with one hand out there, and you also talked about a button that you were using that's different than your normal downshifting. Still brings it home third, though. Go ahead and talk about the racing action and everything you had going on.
Yeah, I was able for the most of the time, keep it under me. But on turn one, I think Nick got loose and Frank got into him, and I shot the gap and I got on some concrete that's not supposed to be driven on, and it just I couldn't save it. And then after that, I try to make it a fuel mileage race where maybe I could pick up spots for people pitting, and I was able to stretch it there at the end. But congrats to Brett and Davey. They were fast all night. And I had fun racing with Davey at the beginning of the race before the first caution. But I think the two fastest guys out there battled for the win, and that's awesome to see.
Oh, absolutely. Well, first of all, I want to ask, how is your hand feeling after that surgery you had this week?
It doesn't feel bad. It's more annoying than anything. It just itches. But I tell you what, my right arm, my right shoulder's feeling it on this road course. I'll tell you that.
Absolutely, but again, we hope with speedy recovery for you. Let's talk about that competition caution that we had there. How do you feel that impacted your race and as well as everyone else's race throughout this night here?
Yeah, I wish you wouldn't have had it because I felt like it bunched the field back up, and then me and Frank, I think we topped off on fuel and kind of put us behind in traffic and stuff, and kind of led to me, over driving it, being aggressive, and kind of cost me a chance at the win. But also, it's fun to see because it bunches up the field. But I think Brett was coming at the end of that first stage before the caution came out. So I think that even without a caution, I think it'd have been between me and him and Davey for the win. So I really don't think it mattered too much for the win, but it definitely kind of shook up the rest of the field.
Absolutely, and a great night here tonight. But we switch gears next week. We're going short track racing to Bristol. How do you feel about going into Bristol next week?
It's Bristol, baby. I just hope to get out of there all in one piece. Uh, I'm just track position's key. But when cautions come, when to pit, when not to pit, we're on a limited set of tires, so you definitely want to make sure you have one for the end. But I'm looking forward to it. I love short tracks, and I think we should see a lot more people out there too.
Absolutely. Well, it's not another win in the column for you, Cameron, but you still show that you have a dominance in this league. You keep your points lead tonight, and you show us that you are the guy leading the points yet again. How about any thanks that you got to give out here before we let you go celebrate third?
Yeah, man, I appreciate you guys for the broadcast, all the admins. It's we had a short field with the road course, which was kind of be expected, but I think we had a lot of fun racing. And so I appreciate the guys that show up week in, week out, no matter what type of track we're on. I had fun out there tonight. I'm sure it was fun for the broadcast too. But give a shout to Brett bringing home and Davey coming home in second. I think again it was fun racing with those guys. And I don't know if I was the fastest car tonight. I think Brett was real consistent. So was Davey. So I'm glad to see those guys up front battling out.
Oh, absolutely. Congrats on third place, Cameron. Go celebrate.
I appreciate it, man. You guys have a good rest of the week.
Yep.
You
See
as
you
well.
next week, Cameron. All right, well, that is going to bring us here to our second place finisher here tonight, but it was not without a battle, battling Cameron, Brett, and so many others out there, Davey, man. Talk about it here tonight. This was a very, very interesting race and a very interesting pit stop strategy by not only you, but Brett as well, man. Talk about the race and talk about those pit stops.
The racing was great. I enjoyed it. I mean, for being a road course, there was a lot more close racing than I thought there was going to be, honestly. At the end, Cameron and Frank had tried to pit when we were at one to go, to get enough fuel to make it, and me and Brett didn't. I thought I'd had a chance, but I was about a lap short, so I just came in, got like 3 gallons, and hauled, trying to get out of the pit lane.
Well, you're coming around the track. Brent's on pit road. He's coming off. You guys meet basically at the exit of pit road there as he's coming back on. What was going through your mind and what happened there?
I mean, I saw him hit pit lane coming out, and then I had hit it when I came out. So I was like, cool, I have a shot. But then I just locked my brakes up, Like the whole race, same breaking point, nothing changed. I think I was just heavier on the brake this time than all the others, and it just went straight.
Well, it's still a hard fought battle, bud. You're going to come out second here tonight, but we kind of switch gears and some huge gears, really. From road course to short track next week, we go to Bristol. What do you think about it?
I hate Bristol. Every short track should just be filled and turned into a beachside pool or something. Don't like them. Don't want to be there. It's going to be a caution fest. We're going to run each other over.
You just do
Not
not
looking
like
forward
short
to it.
tracks.
Nope. They don't. There's not a redeeming feature any short track has to me.
Well,
So I mean, maybe I die early and I can just like go to sleep or something instead.
well, let's hope not, but you just never know what's going to happen. Really. I guess we'll find out next week, bud. But man, awesome job out here tonight. Awesome finish. Final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate?
All the admins for putting it on. You guys for broadcasting. I think that's about it.
All right, Davey. I guess we'll see you next week, bud.
Yep. Have a good one.
Yep. All right. Well, then that is going to bring us to our winner here tonight, Brett Gusick. And I do believe Jonathan has caught up with that 04.
Yes, and I'm sure we've got a very excited driver here. Brett, let's just get right into it. Crazy race, man. You were door to door with Davey coming out of the pit lane there on that final stop. You hit the wall on exit, and you still somehow hang on for the win. Go ahead and talk about the race real quick.
Yeah, it got really wild there at the end. I think it kind of all started there at the beginning. I came into the session and only practice laps that I ran were in qualifying, and I actually didn't even make a qualifying lap. And then I went through the race, kind of running the first few laps. I wasn't very familiar with the setup. I just tried to log laps and try and pick people off as I got through the race. And then once I got up to Davey and I think Cameron there, just tried to maintain pace with them. They seemed like they had pretty good pace. And then when they started to make mistakes, I just tried to capitalize. And then on the last run, I basically made every mistake in the book there, trying to save fuel, trying to get all I can on the last lap before the pit stop, and then end up tossing it into the wall and driving it like without a track bar basically for 3 laps here to round out the race.
Oh, yeah, and I was up here in the booth saying you were driving that thing like you stole it and you were running from the cops, and we were saying at the time that the cops was Cameron Hearn, but he makes mistakes too and ends up coming home third. But let's talk about that competition caution. How did you feel with that competition caution coming out on lap 20?
Well, from a strategy standpoint, I tried to figure out if like I could possibly make it to the end. I think we were like half a lap. I think I got to within half a lap of making it, I think. And then I kind of had to bail on that strategy pretty late and just kind of make a pit stop around the time that Davey did and just try and do a splash of gas there and try and do what I can to stay in front of those guys.
Absolutely. Well, switching gears from this road course here tonight and going on to next week, we head to Bristol, short track racing. What do you think you got for Bristol next week?
Well, I wouldn't say that's necessarily my best track. I do like running there. Maybe there's some other people that are a bit quicker than I am at that track, but we'll see how it plays out there next week.
Absolutely. And one more question before I get to your special shout outs and thanks that you're probably going to give out to people. You mentioned that you did your practice laps during qualifying. Are you a road course kind of guy? Is this kind of playing to your strength, or were you just shooting in the dark and it just so happened to work out for you here tonight?
I wouldn't say I'm necessarily a road course ringer or anything. I just have a couple laps around the road courses, and I just feel comfortable when the track or when the tires really wear out, and I can kind of just dance the car on the track and make it work.
Well, absolutely. Well, congratulations again on the win here tonight. You know what, Josh, I'm going to send it over to you and see if you got any questions for our winner here tonight.
I don't have any questions for him. I just got to say, awesome job, awesome win. You beat Cameron, you beat Davey, you beat Frank. but it wasn't without a battle, and it wasn't without a fight. That was some awesome road course racing out there.
Well, thank you guys. I just want to thank you guys for putting this on, MaxSpeedTV, I believe, and William for putting on this league.
Absolutely. And that is our winner right there. Any more shout outs you want to give before we let you go here, Brett?
Not just shout out to anybody who's watching. Thank you guys.
Absolutely. And that was our winner, Brett Gusick, taking the win here tonight at Daytona Road Course.
Alrighty, folks. Well, that was some awesome racing. We're going to go ahead and get down here. I want to say it's going to be unofficial. I don't believe the points are updated yet. No, they're not. So we're going to go unofficial results here tonight, pending any admin stuff they have to do here this evening. But Brett Gusick going to grab the win out here tonight. An awesome job by Brett. Davey Hendricks going to finish in second here. Cameron Hearn third. Frank DiMaggio in fourth. Norm Murray grabbing the top five. William Martin in sixth. Ben Lacey seventh. Corey Cook in eighth. Christopher Bousinger ninth. And Joshua O'Connor rounding out the top 10. Jonathan, finish us out here, bud.
Finishing up in 11th tonight, we've got the 9 of Robert Lukens, bringing it home in that 12th position, the 92 of Ryan S. Hoover. The 13th spot goes to Anthony Marshall, the guy that brought our sponsor on for this event tonight. Happy birthday to Anthony. Not the result he wanted, but we do wish him a happy birthday, and thank you for bringing on that sponsor. 14th goes to Tyler Yankovic. 15th, we've seen him put it behind the wall earlier, Nick Hunt. 16th, also bringing it behind the wall, goes to Ty Blake. And 17th, unofficially, I don't believe he ever made a lap, but it does go to the 28 of Josh Mitchell.
Josh Mitchell in 17th. Got here too. Well, that's going to do it here for MaxSpeedTV. And, of course, the Slide Jobs Xfinity season, Season 7 here, Round 10 at the Daytona Road. Brought to you by the Lifeline RP 135. A big shout out to them again for being the sponsor. Big Mike Gaming out there. Thank you, bud, for that. Do appreciate it. Of course, big shout out to Anthony Marshall. Happy birthday to him as well. And I thank everybody out there for tuning in here tonight. Do appreciate it. Thank you all for that. But until next time, folks, stay safe and have a good